I felt like shooting a part two of Improve Health by, and especially the cards. I was doing some hula hooping. Somehow it must have triggered something in me because I felt the need to come in my hammock and just, feeling like in a womb somehow and just having a cuddle, a nice time in it and also time to reflect. Now, I do read a lot of spiritual books. Sorry about the reflection in my eyes. Um, I do try and read a lot of inspiring things to elevate my thoughts all the time and try and integrate them and also live them if I can, as in reenact them in my life. However, the funniest thing happened today because last night I was watching a movie about a country singer, a real life movie on YouTube. And this morning popped up on my list, the Judds, the docu-series that was done for, it was made for Oprah Winfrey Network. I don't know anything about the Judds much. I just know, is it Ashley the actress? I wrote the name down. It's not my culture. Yeah, I know Ashley the actress. I didn't know the singers. Country music is not, didn't, I don't know, I didn't have access to it. But anyway, I'm learning about it now. I'm more linked to the US. But my point was, you never know where a lesson comes from, do you? So I start watching it thinking, oh, that's interesting to learn more about country music and see who they are. And actually, the point of that series, okay, it's a reality TV, so you have to take it with a pinch of salt. But the point of the series is that they're going to make this tour, mother-daughter tour, so it's Naomi, the mother, and Winona, the daughter, and they're gonna have a tour together. And it's going to be a make or break tour because they have a very stormy relationship due to the lives they've had um, um, in younger years, and they haven't cleared all that. And the point that really got me today is when I got to the episode of the family when the mother talks about her own grandparents and how imbalance went through their DNA. And it went, from grandparents to parents. And I'm sure if they could go back before, you would find, but I'm not talking a little imbalance, I'm talking like, crazy hard things. Um, Mental instability, and I believe that is in DNA, like addiction, like all these things. And of course we're talking root chakra here, aren't we? So I watched it and I started feeling very emotional in front of a basically reality TV show. But before you laugh, have a look at it. I'll put the link below. It's absolutely amazing to see how they're really trying to fix this biased relationship they have. And that's the mother and daughter. Now Ashley is not in the picture, she's not shooting in it, but she will be present at some point, you will see if you watch it. But what got me though is that when I looked at those two trying to really fix their relationship, and the mother trying really hard to fix a relationship with her own mother, right? So what she does, I think it's in Los Angeles or somewhere where they play, she invites her mother to come to the show, and the mother never responds and never shows up. And I judged her for it. I thought, oh my God, how could a mother you know, not show up. Even the last attempt, they're not on talking terms, okay, but the last attempt, before, because she must be old, to at least try. um so anyway, I put a judgment on it, and that's when I thought about my card again, and I thought about me. And I remember before, one of the last times I saw my mum, we were in a kitchen, and she said to me, "Is there anything you want to know about the family and everything?" And I said no, because I left very young, to go to a foreign country, because I wanted to be as far away as possible from all of them. And that really touched a nerve, because when I said no to her, I actually had the exact same attitude than, um, what's her name, Naomi's mother, who didn't show up. It was exactly the same. So I judged her mother, but I actually did the same, and I can put it down to fear, right? Because at the time, I just didn't want to go back in that mess that had been our family. I didn't want to, you know, because basically you have to go your head deep in the shit, sorry, but there's no other word, and come out the other way. And I just didn't want to do this now. And I thought I was fine, and I knew I was, I had issues because of this or that, but I thought, I'm coping, I'm working, and I'm married, and I'm, the whole thing. And then when the work and marriage and everything fell apart, well, it didn't fall, it was gone. That's when, and I had other things on top of it, and that's when I thought, right, this is time to be really happy now. How can I be really happy? And I knew I could not be really happy if I didn't sort out this family thing. I mean, it's so strong that, for example, I never had kids, because I knew before I knew about DNA, because when I was a kid we weren't talking about DNA, but when I was a kid I knew I didn't want to have children, for example, because I didn't want to carry on this craziness. So that's really deep. I mean, when you think you're a child and you're already thinking, please God, help me not have any kids, because I don't want to carry on this craziness, And yeah, I know it's a bit deep. um, so I carried on watching the Judds, and as I said, I read like thousands of, maybe not thousands, but hundreds of spiritual books. And today I get my lesson by a reality TV show. How funny, from people I don't even know. But it just rang a bell, and I thought how lucky they are that they are intelligent enough to decide to try and heal it. And if you watch it, you're going to see how hard it is. I really recommend it. I know it's a reality TV show, and I don't normally watch that, but it's just very interesting in that point of view of two human beings, mother and daughter, trying to fix that relationship that has been so broken. So going back to this card today, um, about the story where the parents are gone. Well, my parents are gone, and I can't go to them now and say, okay, let's fix this, because, well, they won't, they're not here, they won't respond. So I've had to do so many different things to try and heal that inner child. And it's not all, you can't put the blame on your parents, but I would have loved to hear their side. And you'll see, for example, in that show, when the mother, Naomi, I don't know why I keep forgetting her name, Naomi's goes back to her childhood place, and she completely freaks, younger time play, and she completely freaks out. um, but you could see the healing after that is just it's so much easy to do when everybody's alive. So I'm shooting this video not to say poor me, blah blah, because I'm working on it, and honestly, it's work in progress, but things are going well. But what I'd like to say is that, like this card, don't wait if there are things you need to sort out, because I have experience in life now, because of my age, and I don't regret things, but there are things I wish I could have done better. And when my mother, for example, said to me, "Is there anything you'd like to know or talk about?" and instead of completely rejecting it, um, maybe I could have been a little bit more open, because after that I had to pedal on my own to try and fix all this. Now I'm lucky that I have, other word contacts, if you want to, or messages to help me, and I've seen a couple of mediums to help me too and give me a direction, but most of it is from me and my own way of healing it. So I'm making this video not to tell you, do this or do that, but don't wait, until they're gone. If you have issues with your parents, to fix things, because there's nothing better that they go and they feel loved and you feel loved and everybody's healed as much as possible. Now, there's no miracle, but at least trying. So I'm going to carry on with this card today, which is a very profound one, and it's a red color. It's the red chakra one. It's funny, I picked a red chakra one, and it's a lot too about grieving, about looking at what is lost. Um, so I've had quite an active day, but I think that's it for now today. I'm just going to carry on in this energy, and I hope that by sharing this, it will give you an insight of maybe it's time to heal that family or the inner child, or even write that letter. See you soon, guys.